Today's pattern is for women and girls, Simplicity 8390. This pattern is easy to sew and the prep is easy as well as it's only one pattern piece cut twice. There are no fasteners for the pant closure, just a simple tie front. I'm sewing with a jersey fabric today with a 15% spandex content. This is a woven pattern, so the fabric allowed me to size down from my usual size 10 to an 8, and I didn't need to finish my raw edges. This project is super quick, will be done in no time, so let's get started. Here is the wrong side of one of my pant pieces, and I'm going to pin both of the darts. Now I'll sew each of the darts from the top to the point, leaving thread tails at each point so I can tie them in knots. Press each of your darts toward the center back and repeat to form the darts for both pant legs. Fold each of our pant legs in half, right sides together, and pin from the bottom of the crotch curve to the bottom of the pant. Sew this seam with a 5/8 inch seam allowance, finish the raw edges if needed, and press the seam open. Once you've sewn that inner leg seam for both pant legs, turn one of the pant legs right side out and place it inside the pant leg that's wrong side out. Align the crotch seams and pin in place. Then continue pinning along the back curve. We're going to continue pinning along the front curve as well, only pinning as far as the dot transferred from your pattern piece. We're going to sew from the dot across that curve and to the top of the back piece with a 5/8 inch seam allowance. Then we're going to sew once more right on top of the original stitching to reinforce the seam. Make sure that you backstitch at the beginning and end of your stitches. Here is the top upper edge of my pants with everything turned right side out. At the top of your pant, you have a small indentation, which is where we're going to start applying the bias tape. And we're using 1/2 inch wide single fold bias tape. I'm going to open out one of the folded edges of the bias tape and fold the short edge back about 1/4 inch. I'll place the short edge at the beginning of the indentation. And I'll line it up so that the raw edge of the bias tape is about 1/8 inch away from the raw edge of the top of the pant, and pin in place. Continue pinning from the dot on one side of the pant all the way to the dot on the opposite side. Now that I've applied the bias tape along the top of the pant and I'm back at the indentation on the opposite side, I'm going to trim the bias tape about 1/4 inch away from the indentation. Then fold this short end of the bias tape back about 1/4 inch and pin in place so that this folded edge meets up with the indentation at the top of the pant. Now we're going to sew all the way around in the crease of the bias tape, which should be a 3/8 inch seam allowance, backstitching at the beginning and end of the bias tape. Now I'll trim the seam allowance of the sewn portion. Then we're going to understitch the bias tape. Fold the bias tape upward toward the top of the pant and over the seam allowance. Then we're going to sew the bias tape to the seam allowance from one side all the way across to the other. To prepare for hemming both of the extensions beyond the bias tape, I've gone ahead and pressed a memory crease into the top and bottom edges of the extension, pressing those edges to the wrong side by 5/8 inch. Now to start the hemming along the top of the pant, I'll fold my bias tape to the inside along the main stitching line and pin in place, making sure that the opposite fold of the bias tape is still tucked under. Then we can continue hemming along the edges of the extension, doing a rolled hem, folding the raw edge of the extension to the memory crease, and then on the crease to form a nice clean edge and pin in place. At the top peak of both of the extensions, you can trim off some of the material to within 5/8 of an inch of the point. I'm just going to trim about 3/8 of an inch off from the very top point. Then I'll fold that clipped edge to the wrong side by about 1/4 of an inch. This will help reduce some of the bulk here so we can continue turning along the other edges as usual for a cleaner finish. So here I have everything pinned along the top of the pant and along all of the edges of the extension. Here where both of the extensions meet the center front seam, we're going to be sewing to that point, then sewing straight across to square off the stitches as we continue sewing along the extension on the opposite side. And for all of the folded edges of the extension as well as the inner edge of the bias tape, we're going to be edge stitching in place. The hem allowance for the bottom of the pants is 1¼ inches. I've tried on the pants to determine the length that I need and decided to trim off any excess and create a 5/8 inch hem here, just folding that material to the wrong side by 5/8 of an inch. Because the material I'm using does not fray, I don't need to finish the raw edges, and I'll pin in place. Now I'll sew my hems in place, edge stitching close to the inner raw edge all the way around both pant legs. And now the pants are complete. Thank you for watching this sew along. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future sewing tutorials, and I'll see you in the next video.